Hey everyone, it's Sarah and today I am here with a rather large haul. So this is kind of a collective haul. These are fragrances that I have purchased sometime between like beginning to middle of December up until now. So I try to do these at least once a month because I am always buying new perfume, and I feel like if I don't do them at least once a month, I'll kind of get overwhelmed. So I think I've got 16 different fragrances here to talk about, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in. So the first one that I have to show you is one that a subscriber actually sent on over to me. This was a fragrance that she did not care for, and so she just emailed me asking if she could send it to me because she just really didn't enjoy it, and that is Kazmir by Chopard. So I do already own a smaller bottle of this. This is a large 3.4 ounce tester bottle, and this is really, really beautiful. So the notes on this are peach, apricot, blackcurrant, raspberry, mandarin orange, carnation, cinnamon, vanilla, benzoin, tonka bean, and opoponax. I always get tongue-tied on that one. So to me, Kazmir smells like a little bit better quality Vanilla Fields. So if you remember the vintage Vanilla Fields perfume, that is what Kazmir smells like. Kazmir just is a little bit more complex and it's a little bit elevated. Like you can tell the quality is just a little bit better than Vanilla Fields. But if you know you like Vanilla Fields, you will like Kazmir. If you know you do not like Vanilla Fields, you will not enjoy this perfume. This is a vanilla perfume, but it is not like a straightforward vanilla. It's got the peach and the apricot, and it's got a little bit of a vintage smell to it. So yeah, I really love this fragrance. I wore this yesterday. It's beautiful. It works really beautifully with my chemistry, so I really enjoy it. And yeah, it's just it's a beauty. So okay, the next one that I have to share with you is a little mini that was sent along with one of my other fragrances that I purchased. I will give you the story behind that when we get to that one, but this is a little tiny mini of Lancome Miracle Forever. So it's just a cute little baby bottle. And this is peony, blackcurrant, star anise, mimosa, almond blossom, heliotrope, lily of the valley, Virginia cedar, amber, patchouli, vanilla, and incense. And I have not had a chance to test this one yet. The notes sound amazing, like something that I will really like. I enjoy the original Miracle, so I imagine that I will enjoy this little flanker. Okay, the next one that I have to talk about is the reason why I got that little Miracle Forever. This is a perfume or a fragrance that a subscriber suggested I give a try to, or that I test out, and this is called Forbidden by Police. Now, this quite possibly is one of the worst bottles I've ever seen in my life. This is actually like a white set of handcuffs. And then it's got this like key that hangs down. It's really, really tacky. Like this, I feel like I could probably take it off. And if I can figure out a way to get that off, I may do that. It's also got this like gold snakeskin thing on the back. It's just a really horrible bottle, but let me tell you, looks can be deceiving because the fragrance in here is awesome. Oh my goodness. So I think when she commented and told me about this fragrance, she was comparing it to Hypnotic Poison, I believe. I know I read a lot of comparisons on Fragrantica about this smelling like Hypnotic Poison. This does definitely smell like Hypnotic Poison, but if you took out the licorice and you super amped up the almond, to me, this is an almond fragrance. It is so gorgeous. So this is almond blossom, lemon, caramel, jasmine sambac, vanilla, and sandalwood. So it's definitely not as complex as Hypnotic Poison. There's not a lot going on in this besides almond. I mean, it is so yummy and like sweet. It's like marzipan, but you smell the caramel in there as well. So it's like It's like marzipan drizzled with caramel. It is so good. This lasts so well on the skin. I sprayed this on in the morning and it lasted all day. I could still smell it the next day on my skin when I woke up. Like, it's a beast of a fragrance. It's gorgeous. And it was a little bit difficult for me to find. I think I had to grab mine on eBay. I don't know how readily available this is around here where we're from, or where I'm from in the US. But I think it's a little bit more readily available possibly in Europe. I did have to find mine on eBay, like I said, and I think I paid $34 for it. So it was a great find though. I really enjoy this. And yeah. So the reason that I had the little Lancome mini is because whoever sold this had this listed on eBay as new in box. It was not new in box. It does have some markings on the bottle. You can tell when you open the sprayer, it's a little bit yellowed around the sprayer. This is definitely not new, which is fine. I didn't have any problem with the fact that it wasn't new, but she sent along that little mini to apologize for it not being new in box as it was listed. So I thought that was very nice. Okay, the next one that I have is my Scentbird this month, and this month from Scentbird I got Amouage Love Tuberose. So this is really beautiful. This is tuberose, gardenia, jasmine, whipped cream, vanilla, sandalwood, and cedar. And I really smell more gardenia than anything in this. The gardenia kind of overpowers the tuberose in my opinion. It is a creamy like gardenia tuberose with the whipped cream. It's really nice. I don't think that I would pay full price for this for being like so expensive, because Amouage is so expensive, because it is quite common smelling. You can find this fragrance in 100 other perfumes. It's beautiful, it's nice quality. Did not last very long on my skin, however, again, which would be another reason why I would not pay full price for it, but really lovely fragrance. There's definitely nothing wrong with it. Okay, the next one I picked up, and I need to pick up the pace here because we'll be here forever if I don't. The next one I picked up is Adam Levine. So this is just Adam Levine for women. This is one that I've been hearing a ton about for a long time. My lovely Insta friend Jen had asked me if I had tried this yet, and it just reminded me that no, I hadn't. I need to go ahead and pick it up. It was like 11 bucks for this huge 3.4 ounce bottle. This one I need to play with some more. I'm probably going to use this as like a layering perfume. There's something in this now, I don't know if it's the saffron or something in the spices. There's something in this that turns to straight up food on my skin, and not like gourmand food. It smells like, I don't know, you know, some kind of a spiced food dish, like spicy rice or something like that. It doesn't smell great on my skin, so like I say, I will be layering this with something else. So this is saffron, citruses, marigold. It could be the marigold that's not jiving with my skin chemistry either. So spices, Indian jasmine, Australian sandalwood, rose, benzoin, and vanilla. There's really no sweetness or anything in this. It's just kind of a spice, it's just kind of a spicy, just kind of a light spicy fragrance, kind of nondescript. There's nothing that stands out about it. It's okay. It's, like I say, I need to play with it some more, but I'm not sad to have spent $11 on it for this huge bottle. Okay, moving right along. The next one that I have to share with you is probably my favorite purchase from this entire month, like this entire haul, and that is Truth or Dare by Madonna. This is Naked. So I did have the original Truth or Dare, the one that comes in the white bottle. Let me show you what this one looks like. This one looks like this. So I did have the one that comes in the white bottle. That one is a heavy tuberose fragrance, and it became very cloying on my skin. So I went ahead and resold that one because it just did not work for me. Then I have been seeing this one. I've seen this a few times. I've seen it on Instagram. I've been seeing other YouTube videos about it of people saying that it's just really, really beautiful. So, oh my goodness, I picked this up, and again, this one's a little bit more difficult to find. I did have to grab mine on eBay, and I did pay like $42 for it being a celebrity scent, which to me is quite expensive for a celebrity fragrance, but this perfume is gorgeous. I will tell you that when I wear fragrance to work every single day, I tend to stick to safe, kind of work-friendly fragrances. This one I did wear to work one day last week, and nobody ever really comments on my perfume. A lot of people know that I do have a YouTube channel and that I do talk about perfume, so I think people are just used to me always having different perfumes on, but this one actually like had two people that I work with, two male coworkers, walked up to me and said, "Okay, what perfume are you wearing today?" I'm sorry, I can't talk today. They said, "Okay, what perfume are you wearing today?" And I was like, of all days, I mean, I could be wearing a beautiful, like, niche, you know, high-end perfume, and of course they never ask on those days, but the day that I'm wearing like a celebrity fragrance, like Madonna fragrance, they ask me. So I was like, this is actually a Madonna fragrance, which is insane, but not that there's anything wrong with Madonna or anything wrong with celebrity fragrances, but I think that most of you will know what I mean. It's just hilarious that of all fragrances, this is what attracted them to ask. But this is so, so good, and I'm so glad I picked this up. So this is Honeysuckle, Peach Blossom, Neroli, Vanilla Orchid, Cocoa Flower, Lily of the Valley, Texas Cedarwood, Benzoin, Oud Accord, and Australian Sandalwood. This is sweet, it's beautiful, it's yummy, it's gourmand, it's just so, so nice. It's not like an edible gourmand, so maybe it's not like a gourmand. It's not edible, but it's just beautiful. It's warm, it's creamy. I love this. It's so good, and I'm so, so happy to have that one. Okay, I'm going to squeeze this one in here because I didn't include it on my list and I didn't write it down, but I do want to share that I picked it up. This is $47.11, and I did want to pick up a vintage bottle of this so that I could compare it to my Nouveau. This is Secret Recipe of $47.11, established 1792, Cologne on Rhine, Germany. This is beautiful, and this one like is old. I have a hard time getting the lid off of this. Oh gosh, it still smells amazing. It's definitely got that kind of vintage quality to it though. It smells more like a vintage kind of barbershop fragrance. So yeah, I will not wear that one. I'll stick to wearing my Nouveau one, but it's still really, really gorgeous, and I just had to have it just to be able to compare it. Whoa. Okay. The next one I have to share with you is one that I received in a swap. So I had one of you contact me through email asking if I would be interested in swapping, and so I swapped a few, well, I swapped a few different things, and in return I got this Hildi Soliani Orgasmo fragrance, and this was one of my favorite Hildi Soliani fragrances when I did my little test, when I got all the samples from Lucky Scent. This is gorgeous. This is 2 notes. It's amaretto and almond, and that's it. If you are looking for a true almond, beautiful fragrance, you could go with this one or the Police Forbidden. Either one would be a beautiful almond fragrance, but this is just really, really gorgeous. And yeah, I'm really excited to have that one in my collection. Okay, I'm gonna start amassing a collection next to me here. Okay, the next one that I have to share with you is a super, super fail, and I'm so disappointed to have to say anything negative about this fragrance because it's going to be a super unpopular opinion. I know a ton of people love this fragrance, and I mean no disrespect to any of you that adore this, it just didn't work for me. So this is, and thankfully I just bought a decant of it that somebody, and I bought it from an individual who had purchased this off of Fragrance Net, which I'm super excited to see that Fragrance Net is now doing their own decants. So on just about all of their fragrances, you can get a decant, which is amazing. So anyways, this is Jungle L'Elephant, basically Kenzo Jungle. I have heard that this is a beautiful, spicy fragrance, that it reminds people of Christmas, that it's just really gorgeous. Okay. This straight up reminds me of stale potpourri. My mom, when I was a kid growing up, she used to keep bowls of potpourri like around the house. This was like back in the 80s. And, you know, after a while they would start to just kind of get old smelling, and then she could go back and like refresh them with some kind of drops or something. But by the time they got to that stage where they were just old smelling, it just smelled gross. It kind of reminds you of if you walk into like an old antique store and they've got potpourri in there, which the town I live in, we have a lot of antique stores here, and a lot of time you will get that smell. It's like old furniture and old stuff paired with like old potpourri. And I've said it enough, but that's what Kenzo Jungle smells like to me. This goes horrid on my skin. I really dislike this perfume. This is one of my worst blind buy fails ever. And I hate to say that because, like I say, I know that's an unpopular opinion. I know a lot of people love this, but it just didn't work for me. So this is mandarin, cardamom, cumin, clove, ylang ylang, licorice, mango, heliotrope, patchouli, vanilla, amber, and cashmere. I have a feeling that it's the cumin being like mixed with some of the florals in here that is just really making me not like this. So there's that one. Okay, the next one I have to share with you is one that I picked up for nostalgic purposes. I still love this. This is still my favorite of the entire line, and that is Charlie White. So I had to specifically look for the one in the frosted glass bottle because the one in the clear bottle is not the same. The one in the frosted glass bottle is the original one. I wore this. This is one of the very first perfumes I ever wore after Debbie Gibson's Electric Youth, and I still love it. It's still my favorite from the entire line. It smells gorgeous. It's light and floral and fresh and beautiful. So this is violet, peach, jasmine, lily of the valley, watermelon, and rose. And it's just beautiful. It's stunning. If this lasted longer, I would still totally wear this, but it just doesn't last for any time at all, unfortunately. Okay, the next one that I picked up is I found a roller ball of Stash, SJP, Sarah Jessica Parker Stash. So I do believe that this is the newest formulation. I will say that my friend sent me a little decant of the, I believe, what is the older formulation. I did test them side by side. They smell exactly the same to me. I don't know about performance. There might be a performance, discrepancy in performance between the two formulations, but I don't know. They smell exactly the same though. So anyways, this is Stash, and Stash is grapefruit, black pepper, sage, atlas cedar, patchouli, ginger lily, pistachio, olibanum, massoya wood, massoya, I'm going to say wood, vetiver, and musk. And I love this. Oh gosh. This is beautiful. It's like being in an old library, but like smelling something fresh nearby. I love it. If you haven't tried Stash, definitely I would recommend that one. It's so good. Okay, the next one that I picked up is one that I found on Fragrance Net. And this is a funny story, I can't remember what perfume I was looking for, possibly Dahlia Divine Nectar. But I put in just the word nectar, and this perfume came up, and this is a Lolita Lempicka perfume, and this is stunning. So this fragrance came up, and come on camera, focus. Okay, well, that's probably as good as it's gonna get. So this came up, and this was under the, it said something Lolita Lempicka Nectar or something, but so I dug around, I did some research, I found out what this is, and this is actually Lolita Parfum, no, Les Parfums de Lolita Lempicka. So this came out in 2016, so this is a flanker to the original. This is supposed to be a gourmand edition, and when I read that, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have it. I think I paid $23 for it. So it was a super, super steal. This is vanilla, licorice liqueur, violet, jasmine, cedar, tonka, and labdanum. And this is stunning. It's so beautiful. It is very, very similar to the original Lolita Lempicka, but it's got like a gourmand edge to it. It is creamy and sweet, and I'm gonna have to spray it to remember. Yeah, it's like that. The vanilla is amped up in this one. It's gorgeous. It's got like a boozy quality to it as well. Oh, it's so beautiful. Yeah, it's, now that I can really smell it. It is an amped up vanilla version. It's boozy, it's beautiful, it's sweet, it's creamy. It lasts all day on my skin, and I adore this bottle. It's like an iridescent purple bottle with gold writing on it. It's just beautiful. It was such a steal. I'm so happy I found that one. Okay, the next thing I picked up is a little tiny Chanel Coromandel mini perfume. Now, I have been wanting to try this perfume for quite a while because I hear a lot of really, really good things about it. Of course, it is incredibly expensive though, so I was definitely not going to blind buy this, but I found this little mini. Somebody was selling it on Mercari, I want to say for like $12 or $15, so I went ahead and picked up the mini. This is frankincense, benzoin, patchouli, and amber. It's got more notes in it than that, but those were the four main that were listed on Fragrantica. This is beautiful. This is very patchouli heavy, so if you don't like patchouli, you will not like this. I love it though. This dries down on my skin so beautifully, but there's a little button here, but there's something in it that when it gets to the deep dry down and I sniff my skin, it smells like a wet dog. So I'm pretty sure that this mini is a vintage version, so I'm thinking that the newer version from their Les Exclusives or whatever line that is, I'm pretty sure that whatever note is kind of giving me that wet dog vibe has probably been taken out or is probably not in that newer version one. So now I'm really interested to try the newer version. I really want to get my hands on it because I really do like this version. So yeah, there's that one. Okay, the next one I picked up was a little perfume I picked up during the Bath & Body Works semi-annual sale. Anytime Bath & Body Works has a perfume out, I try and grab it just because I like to have them. This one is Twilight Woods. This one was 75% off, so I got it for like $3. I really liked Twilight Woods. This was like all the rage when it came out back, you know, I don't know, 2009 or something. This is berry mandarin, hint of coconut, frangipani, mimosa, honeysuckle freesia, apricot nectar, oud, musk, orris, vanilla milk, and warm woods. And this is really, really pretty. It's a really good Bath & Body Works fragrance, so I am glad to have that one. Okay, we are getting down to the nitty-gritty now. The next one that I picked up is one that is another celebrity scent. I've heard really good things about it, and that is Fairy Dust by Paris Hilton. I picked this bottle up on Mercari. This is a huge bottle. This is a 3.4 ounce, I believe. Yes, 3.4 ounce bottle. I got it for $9 shipped. So yeah, like a steal. I felt bad because I know that whoever sold this to me probably made like $1.50 on it after shipping and all that. Oh gosh, though. It's so, so nice. I love the way this smells. The performance of this one is not great though. You can spray it on and you're not going to smell it probably, you know, 2 hours later. Oh, but it's so nice while it lasts, and I have such a huge bottle that it's okay. I can spray it all day if I need to. So this is Prosecco, Peony, Orange Blossom, Gardenia, Peach Nectar, Lotus, Patchouli, Cashmere, Musk, and Vanilla Cream. And this is a tuberose heavy fragrance. This, if you like fragrances like Juicy Couture or the original Michael Kors, things along that line, I think that you will enjoy this. It's just a very beautiful tuberose fragrance. Okay, the next one, the next couple that I picked up, I got at the same time, and I'm really excited to have these ones. One I've already shown in my green fragrances video. This is the sister, well, not the sister, but this is in the same line as that fragrance. This is Vanille Patchouli from Molinard. So this, oh my goodness, is so good. This reminds me very much of Vanille Orchidée or Orchidée Vanille by Van Cleef & Arpels, except this is very, very patchouli heavy, whereas I don't think there's patchouli in the Orchidée Vanille. I could be mistaken, it may have patchouli in it, just not a heavy dose of it. This is mostly patchouli with a lot of vanilla, but when this dries down, you lose a lot of the vanilla and you're left with just a beautiful patchouli. It is a hippie patchouli, so if you're not into that kind of strong hippie patchouli fragrance, you will not like this. The sweetness of the vanilla, though, really tempers that patchouli and makes it not so like pungent. This is gorgeous. This lasts forever on me. It lasts all day, all night. Really, really beautiful. I go ham with this though. I do a good 8 to 10 sprays of this one. It's just a really nice vanilla patchouli fragrance if you're into that. And then the last one I have to share with you is another one of the Molinards, and it is Molinard Figue. So this is beautiful. I've been looking for a good fig fragrance, and this is a good one. I love it. This is lemon, blackcurrant, fig, green leaves, jasmine sambac, floral notes, amberwood, cedar, and musk. And this is stunning. This dries down to like a really beautiful green fig fragrance. It's really, really beautiful. I'm super excited to have this one, and I'm gonna be like killing this one in the summertime. I just know it. So anyways, guys, those are all of the fragrances that I have picked up recently. I'm going to show you quickly what is on my eyes and what is on my lips. On my eyes is Colitis Futurism 1. This is the Sci-Fi Green palette. This is really, really beautiful. I'm wearing every single shade in this palette on my eyes except for the black. Really, really gorgeous. The shimmers, they're not even shimmers. These are straight up foiled shadows. The foils in this palette are some of the best foiled eyeshadows I've ever used on my eyes ever. I mean, they're blinding. Blinding. The mattes blend out like a dream. I mean, they're the kind of mattes that you can put on, they almost blend themselves. They're just so easy to use. And then on my lips, I am using, unfortunately, a discontinued lip liner. This is Fiona Styles, a brand that Ulta used to carry, but they're not carrying anymore. It's called New Amsterdam. It's just like a nude lip pencil. And then on top of that, I layered over this Bite lip gloss, which has also been discontinued. This is from their cafe line or French press line or something like that. And this one is called Vanilla Latte. It's just like a really creamy nude color. So, and I'm also going to start sharing with you my scent of the day. So my scent of the day today is Clinique Wrappings. It is really, really beautiful and bright and sunny out today, but it is really, really cold. I think the high today was 42, so it's really freezing. It's gonna get down to 21 degrees tonight, so I just felt like this was the perfect fitting fragrance for the day. This is stunning. This is an aldehydic, like woody green fragrance. It's so good, and it just works on my chemistry. When I spray it on my skin, it kind of warms up, and even though the bright aldehydes are still there and the woodiness and the sharp green characteristics are all still there, it just warms up on my skin and it sings. It turns like a little bit spicy and a little bit warm, and it's just stunning. I adore Clinique wrappings. Not a safe blind buy by any means. So definitely don't run out and purchase this. I would highly suggest testing this one first. So anyways, guys, that is it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.